you and Tahir, and y'all talking and shit. Hey man, get y'all ass in the room now. I'm not playing. Hey. Close the door.
Billy went into dad mode immediately. It was like a light switch.
My internet went out, so I'm using my hotspot from my phone.
Oh no, we can tell. I mean, don't you worry.
Frozen right now.
Nigga, you full on Roger Troutman, nigga. You Teddy Riley right now, nigga.
Don't do your boy like that.
Man, I'm just glad to be over here fucking with y'all, man. Okay,
Yeah.
can we cuss on y'all thing or just Kevin?
Hell yeah.
I didn't know if it was Kevin on stage. You can't use bad words. So.
Nah, this is
He said bad words.
horrible ass shit on here.
The filth.
I feel like everything's been said on this show at this point. So, Billy,
Hey man, so what y'all think about our roast this shit so far?
yeah, that shit is entertaining.
Yeah, I know. I definitely ain't what niggas thought it was gonna be. Niggas getting you got a bunch of old niggas on here getting real serious all of a sudden. It'd be like jokes. And you know what the problem with the world is?
Well, that's tight though, because the audience never heard y'all like talk for real.
Yeah, it's funny. I didn't know them niggas was smart. I'm like talking to niggas with degrees around this bitch.
Yo, what up? Welcome back to another episode of Damn Internet, You Scary. I'm your co-host, Tahir Moore.
I'm Patrick Cloud.
And we have a special guest in the house, Mr. Billy. Billy is in full dad mode right now. Billy Sorrells, ladies and gentlemen.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing, man? You know, we up in here. My wife left and went out into the world, so now I'm here with the kids. Them niggas running amok. They trying me. They are trying me.
I always respect seeing how you, Kev, and Tahir turn it on almost immediately. You guys would be like, yeah, so what I was talking about? And then you just go like immediately into it. You go, get your ass back in the room. That's a skill I don't even know if I have.
Bruh, it's crazy, dog. These kids, they trying me, dog. They pushing the limits. They know we stuck in here, and I think they know. My daughter called me crazy. She said, Daddy going crazy. I'm like, nah, I ain't going crazy. Don't even start that. You'll go before I go, nigga.
Yo, can we talk about real quick, because Billy had mentioned this before we did an official open, about these cities trying to open back up before it's
okay.
time. I just want to say my 2 cents. Then Billy, you can give your opinion because you're actually in the city that's talking about opening up like next week.
This is some bull. Go ahead.
Actually, you know what? You go first, Billy, because you
go ahead. No, go ahead. I'm gonna say
this is how I feel. We don't have a vaccination for it, right? We haven't showed that humans have built up an immunity to it. People are so excited to get out. And I feel like this is like the first generation of any iPhone. You never go for the first generation of an iPhone, iPad, iPod, none of it. You always wait to the second or third generation because there's going to be so many bugs, right? You wait to right. None of that. You don't ever do the first generation. So the fact that people are rushing to get out, and it's like, what you rushing to? Where are you rushing? The kids ain't going back to school. So you can count that out. That's dead. So what's the rush? You ain't in that much of a rush to get back to work, especially if you're able to work from home. And the bars and stuff, they're probably still not going to open like right away. And if they do, it's still going to be like a 10, 15 person limit. So what's the fucking rush?
Well, here's the thing. As Republicans, you got to always remember, and this is not me. I don't have I'm not partisan. I'm not endorsed by anybody. I'm just going to speak facts so you understand, so people can, in layman's terms, get why you see certain things. Georgia, the state that I'm in right now in Atlanta, their Governor Brian Kemp, he is a Republican-based candidate and governor. So his ideology is going to be always for big business. Big business mindset is, we need to open and function. We'll deal with collateral damage along the way. When you have people like Dr. Fields saying, yeah, we need to go back to school, and we're just going to accept that, when we go back, 2% of the kids are going to die. Like, when you have that as a mindset, like, nigga, your kid is the 2%. But when you think about it, they don't think about it that way because their mindset is, if we're not open for business, like that, you got to realize what happened last week. $1,200 got given out. So we want to get Georgia open so we can get as much of that $1,200 into the state as possible. Because if you're not open, that money goes to the internet, and that money goes out to internet businesses. And the state can't do state sales tax on that because, you know, if you go spend money on fucking Amazon, they don't got a state sales tax with Amazon. They're not paying state taxes. They're immune from government tax. Hey, I don't give a damn about that gum. All right, now I told you not to have it. Now put it up. Now play it with me.
The amount is just funny because what you were talking about was so serious and so important.
Oh, they keep coming in here, bro. They trying me over some gum. I told them anyway, dog. Amazon don't pay sales tax, so they're tax free. That's why Jeff Bezos is making so many billions of dollars, but they're giving him as an incentive. And the reality is, if Georgia opens back up, the bars are going to work, and they're just playing the numbers. They're like, let's say 85% of the people don't get sick. The other 15 is collateral damage for the money that we're making by being open and functioning. You know, if hospitals are open, jails can open, people can get parking tickets, all these things we can get back to taking money in. They can't take any money in the state if the state buildings are closed. You can't prosecute nobody. The adjudication process is fucked up. All of that shit is revolving around fucking money. And that's why they want to open. They like, fuck it. If 12% of the people or 15% of the people that are here as citizens get sick, and then another 8% of those people die, I'm willing to take that to get a couple $1 trillion going back in the surplus.
But here's the thing, though. I don't think they would get that $1 trillion that they're thinking. I get their mindset.
They're going to get that money to here because of the fact that that money is already open because of the bailout. You forgot that money for us, for small businesses, when you got businesses like Shake Shack and Steak and Shake and Crystals and Wendy's getting money for the bailout for businesses. Those aren't small businesses, bro. Those are big fucking businesses.
But Shake Shack was just ordered to give $10 million back because they're not considered a small business. I just read that today.
They gave back on their own. That was they got hit with that shit, and it was like, nigga, how the fuck is Shake Shack getting this shit, bro? This is a problem, dog. You know, when you guys are a small business, I am a small business. I ain't seen no SBA money yet, although they were supposed to give out $10,000 if they denied you. They were supposed to guarantee to give you a grant if you got denied based off credit to get the SBA loan.
Isn't that whole thing about small businesses getting money? Aren't they out of money to give out now?
No, they're out of the PPP. Now, there's a difference. Now, it's through the SBA that you can do the PPP, the Paycheck Protection Program. All right, so let's say you have 2 editors that edit this show. You got to pay office rent wherever your office space is, and then you got your personal rent. All of those things you can put down as a list of expenses as a small business through the PPP and not have to pay that money back. You don't have to pay that back. It's not a loan. It's guaranteed into what you're doing if that's factored in as a expense that you have. The same thing with the SBA loan. If they give you that emergency funding, they had an additional set of funding on top of what the SBA gives out. Like, those things is what it's supposed to go for. However, when you got big corporations sucking up all the money, that money got spent before it even hit our level of people.
That makes more sense.
That's crazy.
Damn.
That's beyond
Billy knows a lot of the ins and outs of this shit.
Well, I mean, it's not just that. It's like, man, like, this shit is like now becoming what we have to. This is our stock market. This is our get ahead. Like, this is the reality. And like we were talking about this earlier. Like, bro, I feel for anybody that's not clicking in to realize you're not going back to what life you thought you had before that.
Yeah.
If it wasn't digital commerce, or if it wasn't something that you control autonomously, you are asking yourself for a rude fucking awakening, bro.
I agree.
I agree. Make that change. You gotta adapt to this right now.
It would behoove anybody that is an entrepreneur or a small businessman to do all the research you can on this right now, because you could honestly, as an entrepreneur or self-employed employee, we can file for unemployment right now. Now, it's not
against yourself.
Against myself, because I'm not able to go to the studio to film and all of that. And
right.
You got to fill out the paperwork and all that stuff online, but you can still apply for it. It's no guarantee you're going to get it. But like you say, the PPP, all of that, they have a fund set up for unemployed actors too, because there are a lot of actors, even before shit hit the fan, who would file for unemployment while they weren't working, like whether they be in the down season or if they were just in a series for a couple episodes. Right after that's over, they file for unemployment so they can still get health insurance and they can still have some type of weekly income. So it's ways to get around this and still stay afloat. It's just that people aren't taking the initiative to find it on their own. Because I'm gonna tell you what, they'll tell you that there's money out there. The government will tell you there's money out, but they're not gonna tell you how to get it.
How to get it.
Yeah.
You think you finna get unemployment from the goddamn comedy union and all these other
Not gonna happen.
You would like to get my I cannot. Physically cannot.
Yeah, man. It's crazy as hell out here right now.
Yeah,
there was a chick in Ohio that accidentally got a $5 million stimulus check. You heard about that?
Yeah.
Route number got crossed up. Yeah, buddy.
Is that like, what do you do in that situation? Should you say something because they would find it anyway, or can you just shut up?
Here go the thing. You cannot say nothing, but that money is you still liable for it. When you sign to open your account, you agree to accept that if anything is accidentally put in your account and you spend it or mismanage it or mishandle it, you are liable for it. That's what all
conditions.
Bruh, let me tell you how I found out about it. One of my frat brothers, he works at a bank, and he explained that shit to me. He was like, listen, this is what you should know, and this is what you should know about your goddamn bank account. So when you think that this is the shit that you think you're finna be held liable for, you in for it. Like, there's no real way to go, cloud off the grid with sending money to somebody now. Like, they stepped in now. It's literally no way to do it. Like, except by cash. Other than that, and it's no way.
So all of these like things that people were using, like, what about Bitcoin?
Okay, here's the thing with Bitcoin. When you think about your shares of how you have a fraction of that still has to be reported. That has to be reported to. You have to have a banking or routing number. That banking or routing number to get the Bitcoin shares put into, be it either your Cash App, which now accepts that because they put that routing number in, or your personal bank account that you do it through. That still is traced to those transactions going back and forth to that account, which then ties right back to you.
Well, all right. Well, there you have it. Don't spend that shit if you. So what? I feel like that clears up like a lot of situations, because I feel like this happens a lot. Like, I feel like I see a lot of headlines where niggas accidentally get money.
Bro, they have no real way to stop you from putting in a number. Like, they don't is this really your account? They make you put it in twice. Like, are you sure, nigga, this is your shit?
Yeah.
Or they won't let you copy and paste the second time. You physically got to put it in there. But, like, literally, there's no way to stop that. And fucking people make errors all the time. And then, now I wouldn't tell nobody that shit.
Only thing she could have done is literally withdraw all the funds and leave the country, move to a country with no extradition. But the thing is, like, you got to be ready to uproot your whole family for some shit like that. And realistically, the bank that she probably was at didn't have $5 million on hand. So,
and she wasn't going to be able to withdraw it. Like, you know how many holds they going to put on trying to get that fucking money out? Like, man.
Not a blessing from God. You just get it
back. That shit would have never worked, man. Especially like that's your first time moving. Like you were basically on a run from the government. You got to think like a criminal. She probably was a librarian or some shit like that. She ain't built.
Man, she was so fucking honest. I'd be finding people that be like, "Yeah, I was outside and someone dropped $20,000 in cash in an envelope.
Yeah, that happened.
I thought it was next to turn it into the authorities and wait for the paper." Like, you had to put an ad on the paper. Hey man, you stupid motherfucker, dog. I don't.
Some dude found like a bank bag on the road. Like I guess the guy that was filling the ATM or something like that accidentally dropped it, and he found it like on the way to the bank, and he went to the bank and turned it in. I think it was like $27,000 or $30,000 or something like that. He turned in. I'm sure I'm not, because like all the bills are marked in the sense of like serial codes, serial numbers on the bill. So if he would have tried to like deposit into the bank, they probably would have caught it. But if he would have just kept it and sat on it, I mean, that's government funded money. They would have got it back.
Can I be honest with y'all for a minute? I don't even want to fake the funk like I got my life together. I'm still stealing. Right now. I'm gonna let you know that shit right now. I'm not even gonna fake the front. I got a job on the radio. I'm doing all right with myself, but I'm still stealing every chance I get. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you what I do. You remember watching? You remember when when you take a piece of paper and you ball it up and you throw it into the trash can and you yell out Kobe? You know what I'm saying? You know how that make you feel, like, even though it's not a big game situation, it makes you feel like it's a big game moment just for that excitement. That's what I do when I steal in the self-checkout. I yell out slavery, and it's some part of me yelling out slavery makes me feel like I'm justified in the thievery that I'm fucking doing.
Is that where most of your thievery happens, self-checkout?
Oh, yeah. I'm like this. When you send me in the middle of the night to put me with one person at the checkout and only self-checkout options left over, you're telling me what can you get away with, fam? How bad do you want it? That's what you're telling me. I take that as you don't really care about this shit. Just don't fuck over me. Like, I'm not gonna roll a whole LED 40-inch through there. But I'm gonna tell you this. If it's anything that they gave us during slavery, i.e. we pick cotton, so that's t-shirts, i.e. like any type of food products, meat, I'm stealing all of that. But like TVs and shit that we didn't get, I'm gonna pay for that. Now, if I'm this nigga.
But no B&Es, right? No burglaries.
No. I don't steal from people. I'm not a criminal. I'm not a criminal.
Your hair is too recognizable for you.
No, I don't want to take from you. I want to take from somebody where this is insured. We all win.
Right.
I'm not a criminal. It's for corporation.
Criminal.
I haven't stolen anything in a while. But when I did,
bro,
it was never anything big. It was like gum, candy bars, or something like that. Like, I never risked it big for anything. It was always something I could pay for if it came down to
tripping, dog. I mean,
I had too big of an imagination. I always just pictured in depth, like the person finding out it was stolen, and then all the shit that happened to him afterwards, and then I'll just put it back.
Wait, in the store?
No. If it was from a person.
Oh yeah.
I never stole from a person. It was always like from gas stations and shit like that. Because they account for that. They account for like either from the patrons or from the employees. Like they even like businesses, they account for people stealing.
It's called shrink. That's the key word. It's called shrink. I stole from Express too. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Statutes of limitations up. Any shit they can do about this. Don't you worry about your story, fellas. Statutes of limitations up. This happened between 03 and 04. They messed up and hired me and 4 of my frat brothers at the same time. And so then they put us over loss prevention. So we are looking for ourselves in the loss prevention meetings. Nigga, it's the most hilarious shit. So me and the niggas that I'm stealing with had to have a mandatory meeting to talk about us stealing the shit. Well, fellas, we got a thief on our hands. What are we going to do to stop him? I don't know. Maybe we should start censoring more right when we come off. I'll make sure I do that. Nigga, I had niggas coming in like, I was getting excited to go to work just to see what I was going to steal when I got there.
Did y'all know about each other, or were y'all all like?
Oh, nigga, shit was like, this shit was a crime family. Nigga, we had people coming in. We just was shopping all day. Like, niggas like, I need to send a 34. I'm like, ain't no 34s, fam, because I'm taking the 34s. That's not. I'm telling niggas like, you might want to get this shit today, nigga, because if you don't get it before I get off, nigga, it's going with me. I stole so much one day, nigga. I put on a whole new outfit. And when they walk you out at the end of the night, them niggas looking at me like, hey, nigga, you got on. Oh, yeah. You know what's crazy? I tried this on for a customer, completely forgot.
Oh,
so,
damn.
Nigga, I stole so much one time.
You said I tried it on for a customer?
Yeah, we do that sometimes. Okay, you think it's some bullshit, but here goes crazy. A woman comes in, she's shopping for a guy about your size. They'll say, hey, how big is the guy? Is he about his size, or his size? That was an actual sales technique. So then they would be like, well, I don't know what it looks like on. Will it match? Will it look good? You put the clothes on. Like, no shit. This was an express tactic from like back in 03 or 04. I don't know how long they still doing it.
We did it at Banana Republic too.
Oh yeah, I stole from there too. They got me up out of there real quick.
Yeah, I was up in there.
I've only been in Banana Republic once, and it was uncomfortable. I didn't like it.
Yeah, it depends on where the store is. Banana Republic in California is probably very interesting, but in the South, that shit is like when you in Banana Republic, you in B Pub, and you in the South, nigga, it's like, oh yeah, that's what we.
Niggas like Banana Republic.
I mean, that's all we had before Zara, nigga. It was Express, B Pub, what was the other one? Golly, I can't even think.
I thought it was like American Eagle. I thought it was like a place.
Nah, see, American Eagle. That's some whole other shit.
That's some whole other. That's like American Pie dress.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought Banana Republic was.
Nah. Banana Republic is more business savvy, business casual attire. So it's like the linen suit in the Hamptons or the flat front slacks with the button-up shirt, a nice little light windbreaker. That's
go in there and get your suede, your camel hair jackets. You go in there and get your top pieces. A lot of good heavy top pieces. You want to get a good durable something, you used to go hit a B-Pub.
Yeah.
That's so random. But you know what?
Stole so
Banana
much,
Republic never had?
What?
A decent pair of wireless headphones. All right. Since we in the quarantine, you gonna need some decent wireless headphones with some bomb sound while you're working out, while you're chilling at home.
Absolutely.
You're gonna need all of that. So that's why Raycon got your back. It was smooth, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Raycon, you guys got sponsors. That's dope. That's all.
The new E25 true wireless earbuds are not only half the price of any other premium wireless earbuds on the market, but they sound just as amazing as other top audio brands. So their newest models, the everyday E25 earbuds, best ones yet. There's 6 hours of playtime, seamless Bluetooth pairing, more bass, and a more compact design, which gives you a nice noise isolating fit. So yeah, I've been rocking these while I've been working out, when I'm working out. But it's just dope to have like wireless earbuds that actually have bass and like a decent sound, and they're not just like all high end.
And multiple earplugs, because like Raycons come with like 4 or 5 different like the little rubber things. Like, so you can adjust the size of it, because like that's one thing I hate with like some of the in-ear buds. Is like they don't fit. They expect everything to be like one size fits all. So Raycon tackled that and give you a multitude of options when it comes to the size, and they have a multitude of testimonies from famous people who actually like the product, as well as Raycon. I mean, as well as Ray J being one of the co-founders of the company. So shout out to Ray J, shout out to Raycon for creating dope sound at an affordable price and still giving us a premium product.
So yeah, now's the time to get the latest and greatest from Raycon. Get 15% off your order at buyraycon.com/DIYS. So again, that's buyraycon.com/DIYS for 15% off Raycon wireless earbuds.
Yeah.
Check it out. Yeah, so real quick, I did want to jump into this thing that went viral on Twitter. Y'all cook, right? I mean, I know Tahir cook. Billy, you from Houston, so I'm assuming you cook.
We have no choice, nigga.
So this dude went viral on Twitter. It's a white guy. His name's Eric Phillips, and he tried to make a little challenge. He tried to make a Eric's quarantine tips, and he tweeted, alphabetizing all your spices. Time, 15 seconds. Satisfaction, 4. And when I tell you there are 5 things of seasoning in this man's picture. This is everything that he has. And let me tell you what they are, because as people who can cook, you probably like 5 seasonings. If they're the right ones, you could probably make some fire shit. Let me tell you. Allspice.
Get him up out of there. Get him a fuck up out of there. Keep going.
Black
what else
pepper.
You got? Okay. Okay, I'm with that. We need that.
Salt, the essentials.
Okay.
Cinnamon. One of the 5 was cinnamon.
Okay.
And the last, my favorite, celery salt.
Man.
People are tearing him up. Niggas was posting seasoning cabinets and shit, saying like that's how many they have.
I mean, let me tell you something, dog. It's like he doing something. But he not doing nothing. You know what I mean?
He got enough seasoning to make 5-6 solid meals. That's it. Like that celery salt. Yeah. I mean, because pepper goes in almost anything for the most part, depending on your level of spice that you can handle. But like pepper and salt, like those are the basics. You need that. That celery salt, bro, you don't have celery salt before you have seasoning pepper, before you have lemon pepper.
Celery salt for?
I
You know
don't
what
know.
it? Celery
It's a
salt.
special.
That is the poor man's lack of seasoning of just not putting celery in, because that's all you gonna get from celery salt is the
Is that
celery
what it
mixing
is?
in.
Is celery taste?
Well, it's supposedly ground up pieces of celery mixed with just regular salt. So
I don't even know what celery tastes like.
okay.
Water.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, water.
It has a hint. It has a hint of something. It's distinct. It's distinct
celery.
enough to know. Yeah, but the thing is, like, you
ranch.
don't.
Like, I don't eat raw celery. You guys eat celery by itself?
Oh
Nah,
yeah,
I don't eat it with like if I'm having
wings.
wings or
Y'all
something.
niggas
Like
don't. Y'all don't go ranch celery wings. Y'all
that's
don't.
what I said. That's what I
I
said.
douse them in ranch. I don't ever eat just plain celery.
Nah, I mean, I don't eat like that either, unless you some peanut butter. But then that's really some like old school snack.
Yeah, ants on the log, the peanut butter
Yeah.
with the raisins. Yeah, I
With
do that.
raisins, 76.
It's a good snack, fam. It's a good snack. You just got to put the time in for it.
Yeah, bro. I don't know, man. I think
Like-
that shows me right there that white people are willing to push the limits of survival. Do you know what month this is and how important it is for people who are white, who are explorers and yachting? This is a big yachting month. This is where they go out and they try and sail as far as they can to different offshoot parts of the globe, yachting and taking on these voyages. April is, yeah, they start a lot of voyages right in April. We just came out of March. And let me tell you, a lot of people died in March yachting because they go to the colder places, because these are like Antarctica, Greenland, any of the like Norway, Finland. None of those places you can really sail to or yacht to any other time of the year because of the fact that it's always so fucking cold. So it's a lot of people who take their cold yacht voyages during like late mid-March. Then April is like, let's go to Spain. We're gonna sail to fucking Spain. You want to do that now?
Like
Yeah. You know, ask me how many seasonings they got on that boat. Two, nigga. Salt and pepper. That is it. I couldn't do it.
I'm too poor for Billy's conversation. I didn't know any of that.
I didn't relate to none of that. Yachting.
Y'all, them niggas is some survivalists. I mean, white niggas is some survivalists, bro, with their instinct of, I will sacrifice eating what is comfortable to eat, dog. Like,
that is true, though. If you go out on a boat for days and days, like, I'm sure them niggas don't have the right seasoning.
Nigga, they don't have the right food.
I mean, here's my thing. As long as I got some salt and pepper and some hot sauce, I can make just about anything work. So in the sense of like survival mode, salt, pepper, seasoning salt, and hot sauce, I'll be good for the most part.
All right, now Tahir, here's a test.
Then
you got one seasoning salt. Who is it?
Lawrence.
All right, I fuck with you. I would have took Tony Chachere's as a second, but Lowry's is my first go-to, dog.
Well, then y'all make if you had 5 to go on a yacht trip or wherever Billy be doing.
No, I ain't going on a goddamn yacht trip, but if I only had 5 seasons to get with, you gotta, I'm telling you what I gotta have. I gotta have garlic powder, not garlic salt. I gotta have garlic powder.
Okay.
I gotta have Lowry's up in that thing. I gotta have some lemon pepper up in that thing.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta have black pepper. I can make it without white salt.
Mm-hmm.
If you have Lawry's?
If I got Lowry's, garlic powder, lemon pepper, black pepper, what's my last one to hear? That's 5, right?
Well, here's the thing. Okay, so I rock with. I would probably go with that, except I would do Lawry's, black pepper, like the one that you got grain. I would go pink Himalayan salt. I would do some cinnamon just in case I want to like bake something.
Sweet something.
Yeah, something like to sweeten that up. And then I would do the lemon pepper. That would be my 5.
What's different about pink Himalayan salt? Like, when would you use that instead of white table salt?
Well, coarse pink Himalayan salt is not as bad as white salt. That's number one.
It's not bleached.
It's not bleached, and then you control more of it because you have to crank it out. You have to grind it out, so like you can control it more and watch your salt levels like that. I don't put a whole lot of salt in anything. I don't even really cook with salt, but like it is essential. Like if I'm cooking some cheese, eggs, got to put some pepper in that thing, and then there's 2 cranks of salt. And that's it. That's all I need.
Stop doing that. Your shit is like slowing down, so it looked like you were doing this for like 3 minutes. Jesus. right, well.
I see it. It does look like let me tell everybody what's going on, man. So Spectrum hit me this morning. It was like, hey, it's gonna be an outage in your area. Just give you a heads up, whoop on the internet. I'm like, cool. I woke up to find out. And then I woke up to the phone call of them saying, hey, we've restored service in your area. Should you have any other problems, contact us at Spectrum, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm getting up. I didn't even realize it because I hopped straight on the phone calls we had, brushed my teeth, fixed my coffee, hopped on a phone call, then hopped on another conference call, then another Zoom. And I didn't realize it until I was trying to post my video. I was like, man, everything moving kind of slow. And the family, they sitting at the table and they're using their phones as hotspots while they do their work. And so like, I don't have any internet right now. Everything is coming through my phone right now because it's out and they can't get anybody out here until Thursday. So we have to go without Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, HBO. We got spotty service right now. And I'm on Verizon and it's still this spotty, but I'm using the hospital. Yeah.
Are you in a Spectrum area, right? You said it's a Spectrum outage. Damn. Because a lot of the big carriers is doing free Wi-Fi for common areas. I don't know how close you are to like what your area is, but man, it's a lot of. It's supposed to be some free. I know. Time Warner is doing it right now.
I don't know, man. I mean, but you still have to have that server connected though, don't you?
No, even if you like, let's say your house broadband thing is not working. You're not getting your house. Like, look and see what open connections you have, because those are routed through just a tower that's putting that signal out, and it's mirrored through everybody that got it in your area as well. So, see, my only problem with that is like sharing on an open network. Like, I'm always hesitant on using Starbucks. Oh, okay.
Starbucks open shop. Yeah, because I'm like, you don't know who's on there. Like, the same person who's a criminal mastermind at white collar crimes might be like, oh yeah, I can go ahead, get everybody stream link, get everybody bank accounts, tap into your stuff, because you don't know like what the encryption is or the security is on these open connections. So I'm just like,
Tahir got good credit. That's what he's saying, y'all, and he don't want it fucked up. You can always tell when a nigga don't got good credit, he don't give a fuck what type of connection you got. Come on, let's see what we got. If you get some shit, you better hope I don't find out about it, because I'm transferring that shit over to me.
Get some good Wi-Fi next time. That's hilarious.
I'm mad, bro. And it's like being super upset about it is gonna solve nothing. Nobody has. That's why like when shit go wrong, I'd never get like all flustered and shit like that, because being upset has never solved anything. Ain't nobody ever been mad at a contest or some shit like that, and somebody gave it to them just because they was mad. So it's just like, you got to deal with that shit, process this shit, and keep moving, dog. Don't ever be a prisoner of the moment.
Oh, okay. So you basically saying that even when it's real tense, you can calm yourself down, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know what else can calm you down? CBD. All right. Sure, you've heard of CBD, but how much do you really know about the company behind your favorite product? There's a lot of CBD companies out there. There's new ones popping up every day. But then enter Hempland USA, America's #1 CBD company. As an industry veteran, Hempland USA actually produced the world's highest quality organic CBD oil since 2014. And they've been around for 6 years, and they're the first to grow and manufacture their CBD entirely in the US.
Hempland USA is one of the few companies that controls their supply chain. So they get to offer the highest quality products at competitive prices. And the best thing about Hempland USA is that they don't cut corners when it comes to quality. They want you to experience their ultra premium CBD products at a fair price.
Right. And they're all about value. So what you get is more CBD for less money, and it's a win-win for everything. They have a signature line of full spectrum THC-free and enhanced CBD products, and they're third-party lab tested, and they're as pure and effective as nature intended. Yeah.
All right. Okay, guys. So many of you guys, I've tried CBD in the past, and it just didn't do anything for me. So I gave up on it for a while until I tried Hempland USA groundbreaking enhanced CBD product called ECS5. Okay, that's ECS5, and ECS5 contains a unique blend of black pepper, clove, hops, rosemary, and jujube, and it supercharges the CBD so that your body can process it better. And there's no other company out here with enhanced CBD product quite like the ECS5, and it naturally helps to boost CBD's effectiveness. So for me, I'm not a real big person that likes to get in a place where I don't feel like I can control things or I'm not cognizant of what's going on around me. So for me, this was a great experience because I wasn't too far out there. It just put me in a very relaxed state. And I felt more in control than I would with other products. So I'm a fan of this right here.
Yeah, I wasn't really sold on CBD until I started, my dog started having like rashes and breakouts, and then
Mm-hmm.
CBD completely helped her. So, you know, and it's definitely great for humans too. When I take ECS5, I feel more balanced, focused, and it's just an overall sense of well-being. So Hemplands USA premium CBD tinctures, soft gels, and topicals are available at Hempland USA. It's an exciting time because they also just released a new line of high-strength tinctures in some of the highest strengths of CBD that are commercially available. So take 20% off of your next order by using the link hemplandusa.com/DAM, DAM. And don't forget to use the offer code DAM at checkout.
Again, that's 20% off your next order by using the link hemplandusa.com/DAM. That's HEMPLANDUSA.com/DAM. And don't forget to use the promo code at checkout, DAM, DAM, for 20% off. Boom.
Boom.
Mouth.
There we go.
That was quite a mouthful of CBD. All right, I definitely have to talk about this strange story. So in China, there were 2 doctors that were taking care of COVID patients. They contracted it themselves, and they woke up with darkened skin. They damn near woke up black. Do you guys see them?
That's crazy.
Those are 2 Chinese dudes. And I've never seen this reaction. I don't know if this is that you could see like what they originally looked like. And they used to look very, very Chinese. But apparently it damaged their liver. So, and they just kind of became ill over time, and they literally woke up with brown skin. Like, you think they more scared about the COVID or being black now?
Probably being black, because man, they've been acting out towards black people over in China, man. They had those McDonald's. There were a couple of McDonald's that were refusing to serve people from the states who were black, right? Mm-hmm. And so obviously that's not McDonald's protocol, right? So mm-hmm. McDonald's corporate stepped in and they closed those restaurants down and they issued an apology because like that's not how they get down. Like, can you imagine a blowback from something like that during a crisis like this, a world emergency, and this is how your company is behaving? Oh man, shut that shit down. So
that shit made me feel like I was in a time machine. It said like no blacks or something like that, or something.
Bro, that's so crazy. That is
here's what's nuts about it. The nuts part about it is that there's over like maybe 400,000 Nigerians and Africans and Sudanese people who migrated and left and went to Asia trying to get away from discrimination and genocide, went to Asia to work in those factories and to build those like international business connections, and then you get treated like a basic nigga. It's crazy to think about that is still happening. But I will say this about the Nigerians. They ain't fucking around. They burnt them factories down right away. They went right to the source and burnt up some factories over there in Nigeria and told them keep playing.
Factories of what?
Manufacturing factories and warehouses in China. They burnt down 2 or 3 major ones in Nigeria.
Word.
Yeah, because Chinese have started occupying the Chinese government started occupying and starting colonies in Africa. So they started not just colonizing, but basically through giving them money and backing them so they can have guns and oil and other shit. They've occupied these countries in like certain compartments to kind of have military bases and like strategy there and factories there, which would be protected, that wouldn't be tore up. And they told them motherfuckers that frame. It was awesome.
That's a lot of shit going on for me to never have heard of it. That's crazy. There's like a whole.
China not fucking around on their world domination, bro. They using the U.S. tactics against us, bro. They everywhere you see a McDonald's, you see U.S. diplomacy. China is like everywhere you see niggas having high-end electronics. We there. You know what I'm saying? So they
I ain't never heard about. I've never even heard about Chinese people and Nigerians in the same area ever.
Yeah, they getting the fuck like. Africa ain't a place to fuck around with, dog. Depending on where you at, dog. Guyana and Sudan, especially. I mean, you talk about them going over to China to try and set it up. That's how a lot of the like knockoff shit is happening. Like with a lot of the like African people having plugs and shit, because they going over there making the plugs themselves at the factories and shipping that shit everywhere.
Yo,
Hey man,
so,
what y'all doing in there?
I'm so glad my daughter's not at that age where I'm doing that anymore. My daughter's 14, so the most I have to do is tell her to get the fuck out the refrigerator. My daughter be eating, bro, all the time, all day long. Here's the thing: me and my daughter, we like some of the same things. Like we both like the lime chips, the lemon chips from.
Oh, that must be annoying as hell,
bro. So like, I'll buy her own bag of Takis. I get my bag of Takis, and then we'll share the lime chips, right? Like, but 2 times ago when I went to the store, I got us both a bag of lime chips because I was like, she going through these motherfuckers kind of fast. I got to get her own shit. But the last 2 times, I just got her, one bag. We sharing because she got other stuff to eat, bro. I've seen her on 2 occasions just take the bag, big bag, family size bag, just take it to her room, and I never see the bag come out again. Ever.
She dragged it into the room, and you just never heard from it again.
Drags it in and closes the door with her foot, and then I never see her for like 3 hours. I'd be like, bro, why even try? Why even try?
I can't imagine just a littler person than you just eating up all your food.
Well, that's the thing.
I feel like that's what being a parent is.
My daughter's no longer little. My daughter's taller than me.
That's true.
Yeah,
You're the little person in the house.
Bruh, for real. I am. I'm the shortest person in the house, and like she destroys some food. She cooks. My daughter cooks too now. She cooked me that breakfast sandwich. I don't know if y'all saw it on like one of those little ads. Like you put the bread on the skillet first, and then you pour the eggs over it, and you let it cook. And then you put like the bacon on there, and then you fold over the eggs like that, and that's how you make the BLT. Yeah. Bro, not the BLT, but the bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich. Bro, she made me one so fire.
It's basically like an omelet that's folded up into a sandwich, right?
With the bread already on there, bro.
Yeah.
It was so fire. I told her, I was like, hey, listen, you make me these on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I'll give you $15 a week.
That is awesome. I like how you put that e-commerce right into their effective.
Hey.
I thought you were gonna say this is revenge for like all the shit that she ate.
Nah. I let her do it, man. I let her make a little money because every time we go to the store, she want to buy something on top. She's at the age now where like I've been giving her money for doing stuff, and then when I was selling the shirts from home, I would have her pull the shirts off if I was on the road and give her the addresses. So she would stuff all the envelopes. So I was paying her, for that. Like for every hour she was working, she was making $15 an hour. So I was just teaching her how to make money, but also save it. Because like she'll accumulate like $200, and then she want to spend it on like add-ons to Fortnite and shit like that. I'm like, all right, now we going to such and such after this, and I'm not buying you food if you got money. So if you spend all that money on these video games, you get to In-N-Out Burger, you gonna have to take whatever I give you. And I feel like you should have a burger with no cheese because you knew better.
Yeah, first that's definitely big decisions they got to make. My kids ate all the cereal the other night, and we got down to the last corner of cereal, and I told them, I say, listen, man, y'all bypassing dinner right now because I made dinner, and I was like, hey, man, listen, what you doing? I set up and cook this food, and my wife normally cooks a lot, and this night I cook, so I want everybody to eat the shit I'm cooking. So they bypassed that. They in there with a box of cereal. I said, let me tell you, this y'all last box right here. So if you eat all this tonight, you're going to have to eat them burgers I made in the morning. So you can eat the burgers now or eat the burgers in the morning. And at 4 and 5, they were like, understand. I was like, listen, you either going to eat the burgers now or you eat the motherfuckers tomorrow. But you're going to see these goddamn burgers again. Don't think you finna go on the road and not see these burgers again. It's a 3-game stretch with these goddamn burgers. So if you're going to see it tonight, tomorrow, or you're going to see the motherfuckers on Saturday. At some point in time, you're going to see these burgers. You ain't escaping these goddamn hamburgers.
I don't know the pain of cooking something for kids and seeing them look at it and then walk away. Because I don't know. Question: when last time you cooked some shit for yourself and didn't eat it? Never.
Right. So just think about it. How often do you cook for yourself?
Almost every day.
All right. So just think about cooking some shit that you really wasn't hungry, but you needed to cook some shit because you thought somebody else would be hungry. And it was like, my nigga, I'm good. I'm gonna eat the cereal. Nah, fuck that, my nigga. You gonna eat what the fuck I made.
That part. That's
so real. This shit don't go together. You gonna eat some beef stew and these goddamn noodles, whatever the fuck I put together. Right. Cheese toast and baked beans, goddamn it. You gonna eat this shit.
Listen, we've been using shit that we ain't brought out in so long. Because my daughter was the type that she didn't eat leftovers. Unless it was leftover pieces, she wasn't really fucking with leftovers. And I'm just like, it tastes better. Some of the shit tastes better than
Tahir, tell me you got an air fryer.
Bro, I have an air fryer. I have an Instant Pot. We have a Dutch oven.
Wait. What's the Instant Pot?
Oh, nigga, let me tell you about this Instant Pot. The Instant Pot is like a pressure cooker, right? This shit's so dope. You know how most shit, when you gotta cook it, you gotta let it thaw out first. The Instant Pot,
you just throw that shit right in there?
Put it right in there. Listen, this is what I do. This is what I love doing right here.
You got yours off Amazon?
Yes. So listen, I got it on. You can get it at Target or Sears or JCPenney's. I put the bag of chicken breast in the Instant Pot, right? I put some broth in there.
Shit pop right up to here. I ain't even typed the whole word.
Put the chicken broth in there, right?
Start over. You sound like a robot.
Okay, let me
stop. Teddy Riley.
It says my internet connection is unstable. Okay. All right.
Start over.
All right, here we go.
We can't hear what
Teddy Riley.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. So
they be nice.
Get the Instant Pot, set it on the counter. Better. I get the bag of chicken breast, put it in there. Yeah. That is frozen, right? I get the chicken broth and I put that in there. Did it do it again? It did it again? Did I freeze? Oh, I'm seeing it on YouTube.
Start that thing over again.
Shit.
Every time you start, I don't know why.
Shit.
You've been like this for like the past minute.
I see it.
Okay,
I see it.
Tahir is streaming live from a Bluetooth can opener.
Tahir is going live from Teddy Riley's house, nigga.
Oh my God.
From the Instant Pot.
In the Instant Pot.
Oh my God. It says my internet is unstable too. Can y'all hear me at least? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Like it sounds like you're in a microwave, but yeah.
Oh, this is the worst, dog. Spectrum,
it sounds like you're getting microwave, but we can hear you.
It's all Spectrum, bro. I can't do nothing about it, man.
And you should have got that Kev on Stage package. We get his big head in the mail all the time.
That's the one I got. I got the highest streaming one. I got the most expensive one.
Ah, damn it, Kev.
I'm so pissed right now, bro. I'm so pissed.
That's awesome, bro.
I'm looking at this Instant Pot though, and it got Wi-Fi, bro.
Yeah, they got a couple different levels of them.
Damn. So you don't even have to thaw stuff out? I know I'm getting old because I'm excited about this.
Bro, it's legit, bro. I throw that stuff in there. I put the chicken broth in there, and I put the taco seasoning in there. I stir it up, and then I put the lid on, and I press start, and it'll cook that shit in like 30 minutes.
It says it's a pressure cooker, a slow cooker, a rice and porridge cooker, a yogurt maker, a cake maker, a saute searing, a steamer, and a warmer.
Yep, and it'll keep, like, after the food is done, that's the warmer part. After the food is done, put the lid on it, and it'll just keep it warm the whole time. It's so good, bro.
That's fucking lit. Y'all been drinking?
What have I? Bro, I literally had to put a lot on the bar because I was drinking too much.
Really? I don't got that kind of
wow.
I've been drinking every day.
Yeah, my
that is awesome.
I got some liquor I haven't even cracked open yet. Like, I got some Glenlivet, I got some Bullet. Of course, I got the Tullamore, got the Hennessy Pure White. I got like 4 different bottles of gin, 5 different bottles of tequila.
What gin you got over there, Tahir?
I got some Seagrams. Hold on, let's see.
I can't do gin, man. That shit smell like the devil.
And you know what, guys? While he's telling you about that gin, let me tell you about the Did You Miss Me podcast. Storytelling at its finest over there, available on YouTube. I just do that on there. That Tanqueray.
That's this one. But this one right here is so fire. I got the Tanqueray, I got the Sapphire, the Seagrams, but this is my favorite. This is my absolute favorite.
Slow gin fizz with that thing, boy.
Now, this is what I do. I do that Tanqueray with a splash of tonic, a splash of the roses sweetened lime juice, and then I do literally just a splash of orange juice. Fire.
Of what?
Orange juice.
Oh, okay.
fire.
Orange juice and tonic together?
Yes. Because the tonic and the I'm sorry, the orange juice and the sweetened lime juice, that's just for a little flavor. I don't do a whole lot, and a lot of times I leave the tonic out. It's just like if you don't want to drink a whole lot of gin, the tonic can help fill that glass, but the tonic is extra calories. So I typically just drink the gin with the lime juice and the splash of orange juice.
Billy, what's your drink of choice?
I'm gonna start with Salinet Cognac. Salinet Cognac came out 1820. It's cheap as fuck. You can find it anywhere. Tastes like Hennessy. Tastes like Remy. But dog, I can drink that shit like water all night long.
Neat.
Straight up, bro. Straight up. And if I want to go outside, I'm gonna go with some ice in that thing. That's really. And then anything that I can mix with Martinelli's apple juice, that's usually the best chaser of all time. That is squeeze. Oh, that looks good.
Billy, get on this. This is the Tullamore Dew Irish whiskey. This is what they drink in Ireland. This is what they really fuck with. It's the smoothest whiskey, Irish whiskey, that you will ever have in your life, bro.
But how much whiskey straight up can y'all drink before y'all feel it, though?
I can get to here on a bottle before I need to slow down. But I will finish this. I will finish this whole thing one sitting by myself. But here is when I need to slow down and start mixing it with something.
If you were to drink that whole thing, how fucked up would you be, though?
Oh, I'm not going nowhere. I'm not going.
Like sick?
Hey, Patrick, you remember when you fucked over me and had me do that Shots of Truth show? Yeah, it was like when you first got the All Def, and y'all had me, you, Meg, and we had to take 5 shots and do a project and do like a rant or some shit.
Yep.
I was fucking finished.
Yo, did we Uber you home?
Y'all had to. That was part of the disclosure for us to do the show.
Okay, bet. Yeah, that was funny. We should do that,
bro.
We gonna try to do like some drinking games through Zoom on All Def.
That's the only way you can.
But do you guys care? They just dropped that the World Health Organization warns that drinking alcohol may increase the risk of catching coronavirus.
I ain't going nowhere, so I don't care.
That's true.
I'm not in the masses that are excited to go back outside on this first wave. Because my thing is like, without the vaccine and without the built-up immunity, all you're doing is making way for a second wave of a possibly more intense mutated gene or a disease. So
bro. It's coming. The zombies is coming, my nigga. Get ready for the zombies.
Well, they already announced that the coronavirus may become reactivated in recovered patients. So it's something that's fucking doing pull-ups and push-ups and shit.
I think the best thing would be to do is to get that plasma from somebody who's already beat it, for people who are struggling to beat it. Okay. So in your blood is, people say blood, plasma. There's a certain, they extract your plasma out of your blood. And what it is basically an antibody, a natural antibody. So somebody got your blood type and they can take the plasma from it, reinsert it into you while you're fighting the illness, or once you contract it, it helps your body have the antibodies in it to fight the shit off. Mm-hmm. It's like your body says, okay, here's the coronavirus right here. And then your body creates antibodies to fight this off. Well, once those antibodies duplicate cells, they have the genetic structure in them to now fight off the goddamn virus. Because if I'm a person who has a lowered immune system, my body can't create a genome that will actually attack this bacteria. So when I put the plasma in myself, well, now my body has all the things it needs to start fighting that. And so the plasma has been one of the things that you've seen a lot of success over.
But it's still not a cure.
It's not a cure. No, it's not a cure. A cure would be where you can't contract the virus, where the virus can't penetrate or replicate in your cell structure.
Or it can help you heal faster. See, the plasma is like you said, when you have a compromised immune system, you can't create the antibodies fast enough to get back well.
Before your whole body's compromised. It's like, nigga, it's Tetris, nigga. Remember when the little shit was going down in there and you got Dr. Mario and you got to stop the shit before it get all in your stomach, nigga. Your body is full and you need to get the pills in there as soon as possible.
Man.
That was
Pat, because my service is so bad, man, you should probably do that last one on your own. I won't jump in because I don't want to mess up the audio on it.
Yeah. No worries. So, just real quick, obviously there's a lot going on right now. There's a big pandemic going on, and just everybody is at home. They're scared. They're nervous. And, a lot of this stuff can interfere with your happiness or prevent you from achieving your goals. I know that, I know a lot of people close to me are kind of like freaking out. And for me personally, doing content like this not only helps people distract who watch, but it distracts us as creators too. So there are companies like BetterHelp that will assess your needs and match you with your own licensed professional therapist. So you can start communicating in as little as under 24 hours. It's not a crisis line. It's not self-help. It's professional counseling done securely online. There's a broad range of expertise available, which may not be locally available in many areas. So you have like a better choice of options instead of just who's local. The service is available for clients worldwide, and you can log into your account anytime and send a message to your counselor. You'll get timely and thoughtful responses. Plus, you can schedule weekly video or phone sessions, and you won't ever have to sit in an uncomfortable waiting room with like traditional therapy. So again, that's BetterHelp. And they're committed to facilitating great therapeutic matches, so they make it easy and free to change counselors if you need to. It's more affordable than traditional offline counseling, and there is financial aid available if you need it. So BetterHelp, they want you to start living a happier life today. Their website is BetterHelp, BetterHelp.com, and you can use BetterHelp.com/DIYS. That's better HELP, and just use our DIYS special offer to get 10% off your first month. So go ahead and join. There's over 800,000 people taking charge of their mental health right now. So yes, again, betterhelp.com. Make sure you check them out.
Yeah, I would encourage anybody that can or is able to do this, if you can afford to do it, to look into it, man. Because when I tell you, therapy has helped me tremendously. A couple episodes back when Kev was on, I wouldn't have been able to have that breakthrough if I hadn't been already enrolled in therapy and talking with my therapist and just, conversing through the situations that I've experienced in my life that I had previously shut off to everyone, including myself. So therapy is very beneficial, man. I know it has for a long time had such a negative stereotype and negative connotation in the Black community, especially with men. But I am here to tell you, man, sometimes you just need somebody to talk to with an unbiased opinion. And you think about therapy, when I started going to therapy, like I said, I thought that they were going to just tell me what I needed to do to get my life on track. That's not the case. Therapists listen to you and they guide you to make your own self-awareness and your own realization. So it's not like they're sitting there saying, well, I think you should do this because from what you've told me, it's more like, well, why did you do that? Yeah. Did you think that was the right thing to do? And why did you think that was the right thing to do? So it's more about you finding out where you may have messed up or what you could have done better or what things you're still holding on to and figuring out the best way for you to overcome that, let it go, move on, whatever the case may be. But definitely if you can afford to or you're able to, check that out, man. You get 10% off. Give it a try, man. That's what I would say.
For sure though, BetterHelp. Real quick, the last thing I want to talk about is the game. I don't know if you've been hearing.
Snap!
Rapper.
Yeah.
A judge just seized the game's record label and Born to Rap, his most recent album, royalties, and his accuser Priscilla Rainey becomes the owner. So just to give some context. Back in October, the game was ordered to pay $7 million to a sexual assault accuser, Priscilla Rainey, after losing his appeal. But apparently there's more going on. She just got the rights to his final album, Born to Rap, and his future royalties, and the record label rights, title, and interest in any money, property, or future payments due to the record label, which was set up to release the game's last album, Born to Rap. This now makes Rainey the owner of his latest album, the royalties from the record, and even any salary Game may have been paying himself through LA Prolific. That's crazy. I've never seen that happen to somebody.
They're taking a real heavy stance in these sexual assault cases, and they're giving. They know that a lot of the accusations are paper thin. We're trying to go to get criminal out of these people, out of these situations. And this situation particularly happened back when he was doing his reality show, his game reality show that he was working on with VH1, which is a dating game show. And I guess she just didn't like the advance that he made, or something that happened during while the cameras was off for part of the show. And now people are coming to bat to try and take assets. They're like, you know what? Hey, you know what? I may not be able to put you in jail, but I'm gonna take you and hit you in your pocket. And same thing with Kobe. When Kobe got jammed up in that situation with old girl, that wasn't a criminal matter. That was a civil matter in which he was being pursued in. And there's a big difference in understanding that. Cosby, that's criminal. They get him the fuck up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Weinstein, criminal. Like, but these civil situations are becoming no joke, dog. Like, a lot of niggas was just walking away, just flat out raping bitches, and this shit was getting out of hand, dog. I'm not saying Game guilty about this. They just not turning the blind out of that shit no more, dog.
Did you say that this one would be civil?
This is a civil judgment. That's what this is. So it's a civil situation why they're able to go after assets.
Right.
A lot of times you would think when you put up an LLC, now LLC is something that's free from civil judgments. But I don't think the way he structured the record label is he structured it as an LLC. So that was something. That's the whole reason why you start one.
It's probably an S corp or a C corp.
It's probably an S corp or a C corp. And it's like, dog, if you were starting a business, dog, and you're gonna do bullshit, or you just don't want your shit getting taken, LLCs is the way to go. That's why they're called limited liability corporations.
Right. Damn.
But they still can take an LLC, can't they? Because LLC is limited liability, so you won't be liable. But the
personally liable, but right. It separates you from if like, okay, let's say I'm driving a car and I hit somebody, I'm personally liable, but my company's not liable. It's limited as to what liability it can assume on either side. So it protects. Like, let's say something happens in the company. We do a company photo shoot. Somebody gets injured. Well, we can't go pursue you personally because there's limited liability inside of this specific company or entity that's doing business. That's why you look at a lot of films that come out. They're LLCs when they put out, because you got all type of insurance liabilities on the set and set liabilities to protect people's personal assets as producers. It's fucking nuts, dog.
That's why he himself was wrapped up in all of this.
Yeah. So they went after him personally in a civil matter.
Yeah.
And then by him having an S corp or a C corp, whichever one it was, however it was incorporated for the record label, they was able to go right over there and say, all right, nigga, well, we gonna get your business shit too.
So she had a good ass lawyer.
Right. And he probably had himself listed solely as the person that owned the company, which is, a thing you don't do these days. It's just not smart.
I've never heard of that. I've never heard of somebody getting like the record label and the asset of the last record.
Well, if he had liquidable cash available to cover the deficit, then they wouldn't have took the whole fucking label. But because he didn't have it, they were like, all right, nigga, well, tell you what, you ain't got the money over here, you ain't got the money over here. Well, we're going to let this bitch have the whole goddamn label. And until the money's produced by royalties, that's why I gave it to her, we're going to milk your ass on a slow play until you cover this debt.
That's crazy.
So it would be handed back over after that, or she would keep? I
mean, that would be, I guarantee you, if the debt is covered, it's a civil judgment. You would go back to court. She would have to release the royalties and assets. She don't just get that shit in perpetuity unless the debt is not covered.
My nigga Billy be spitting.
I was about to say, this was one of the most informative episodes we didn't have. I've never listened so much. I'm usually talking about dumbass shit. I'm just like, yeah, keep going.
This nigga Billy be spitting. Yeah, no.
So wait, Billy, did it have something to do with it happening on set of his show, and it was part of his production, or it had nothing to do with it?
He's personally liable by the personal action. See, what he should have had, what probably happened is too, that there's a statute of limitation on how far back that insurance, for let's say set insurance, we're doing a production. The production has a comprehensive liability insurance to do the project. They probably had a certain time span of liability that they were covered to cover personal injury and shit like that. there was probably something in the clause. Like when she probably sued Game or came after him, she probably went to VH1 or Viacom first, and they were like, "Nah, bitch, ain't nothing over here for you." So that shit is all with him. So good luck dealing with that, because that is now assumed liability with him, because you either probably missed your statute of limitations on that, or we don't have nothing to insure this, and you're not finna get it from us. So it stays with him on the personal approach.
Damn.
And they lawyers is so strong, you gonna get tied up in paperwork. She was like, if they lawyer was smart, they was like, you know what? I can guarantee you Game's lawyer game ain't as strong as Viacom's lawyer game is. And he's not with a big label right now, because a big label would have protected him from this shit too. Like if he was with Capital or Interscope, they'd have been like, nah, bitch, you're not finna get our money. You ain't finna get money out this nigga before we do. We finna protect this nigga at all costs.
So that's
why
this happened, because he was independent.
There's a couple things that happened, but I mean, he wasn't as insulated because he's an independent. If he would have been or possibly on a bigger label, I think he would have had more, people fighting in his corner. But I'm gonna be honest with you, man. This is exactly why I don't let the fame and all that shit and people recognizing me, all that shit go to my head. Because once you do, you start talking to people any type of way, and you just assume that people should automatically tell you yes. I keep a couple people around me to keep me humble and call me a weak ass nigga and let me know, like, nigga, I'm not finna go get this for you. You got legs. I don't give a fuck if you got money. Like, you keep people around you like that to remind you that, nigga, you just a person.
My wife tell me I ain't shit all the time.
Oh, as she should. As she should.
I mean, somebody got to tell you as a person you ain't shit, especially when you can talk. Like it's hard. I'm not gonna lie. First 3 years we was together, I was flooring my wife in arguments. Like year 3, she was like, "Nah, nigga, fuck you." Extreme terrorism. I'm shutting this shit down. She was not playing that shit, nigga.
Let me tell you what Farron does. Anytime, like, I'm winning an argument or, like, we just play arguing, going back and forth, she'd be like, man, suck my dick, and then walk out. I'll be like...
You can't say shit to that.
You can't say...
It's an invisible dick.
I have no rebuttal when she says, well, suck my dick, and then walk out. And I'll be like...
Found a permanent checkmate.
Man, every fucking time. But it's cool, man. Like, that's why, like, I don't get wrapped up in that shit, because, like, I mean, we've all been in this for a little while, and, you get a couple people in your inbox and shit like that. And you could tell, like, you just go to somebody's page, like, nah, they on bullshit. Like, I'm not even entertaining the hello, because, like, most time I respond to people, hey, man, thanks for watching, shit like that. I appreciate the support and all of that. But some people you could tell, like, one chick literally hit me up and was like, yo, what's up? I'm trying to fuck your brains out. And I was like, block. This is trouble. This is somebody trying to screenshot something. They're going to manipulate messages to make it look like I was hitting on her. Nope. Block, 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 block. I'm not for any of that shit, bro. Keep it moving.
What's weird is seeing that and then going to their page and they just like, freshly married, just had a baby. It's like, chick, like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
So I don't judge off of that part right there. Only thing I think about that is, like, it's a setup. Whoever falls for this shit is gonna get set up because they trying to get the money. They trying to secure the bag. I've had so many people, like, hit me up with random cash apps, just be like, $45 for groceries, $60 for books. Like, books? Ain't no school right now. What do you need books for? Like,
yo, they be playing the numbers, dog. They like, nigga, I'm gonna ask for this shit to see who gonna give.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be surprised.
I mean, yeah, it's somebody doing it. They're having success with somebody because they're still doing it. You know what I'm saying?
I've seen messages sent to chicks that dudes were asking to pay for shit or pictures of shit.
Man, bro, people are fucking nuts, dog. My wife know I ain't shit. She know I ain't gonna get no bitch no money unless that bitch edit a video or some shit. Like, if it ain't like, it ain't just gonna be because it's some pussy. It's gotta be, nigga, you gonna edit in, you gonna write a script, bitch. You gonna do something else.
Put her to work.
This is gonna work. You gonna do some work. You gonna earn all 45 of these dollars. Oh, you just think you gonna suck some dick and get some money? Oh, bitch, no. That nigga finna make you. You gonna carry a light, bitch. You gonna be a gaffer. You gonna be. You gonna be holding the boom.
Yeah.
Said a gaffer.
Sound operator, bitch.
Sound like you ain't finna just be coming in here. Just off, like, that's my, like, when dudes be like risking it all. It'd be like, You gonna risk it all for a chick that ain't bringing nothing to the table?
Hell no, nigga. I'm cheap, nigga. I'm still cheap.
Yeah. Why would you do that?
Let me tell you something. Can I tell you a secret?
What?
So I got a 9-year-old. She asked me, she said, Dad, if I get straight A's, you give me some Yeezys? Nigga, I bought 3 pair of fake Yeezys. Killing the game. Daddy, how do you get these Yeezys so fast? And how did you get them? They know you. Yeah, Kanye's my friend. Tell your friends that shit, nigga. I'm killing the game out here. I can get 3. Yeah, I got another pair I order right now. I'm finna send out. Nigga, I'm killing the game.
Where you get them?
Nigga, the flea market. Nigga, they got Atlanta flea market out here. This shit, I wish I would pay top price for some goddamn Yeezys right now. And then school got out early, too. I'd have been a dumbass. She didn't get the full walk around in them hoes.
Hey, you gonna get her.
They went back into quarantine.
You gonna get her.
My wife laughing, too.
You gonna have Greek.
Hey, $45, nigga. $45. She get new Yeezys every month. I don't give a fuck. I'm daddy, nigga. I'm gonna let her be.
Are they believable? Are they believable?
Yeah, nigga, they replicas. Nigga, they 9. It say all the same shit. It ain't like it's Kanye with a Jordan man dunking or some shit.
Kanye dunking?
Yeah, it ain't none of that. You know, it's
Kanye doing a layup.
It's replica. You know, this is knockoff Ville out here in Atlanta, nigga. They got fake everything.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I'd be damned if I'm gonna do it. My daughter's feet grow too fast for me to like invest some money into Yeezys. I'm glad she's not into it. Only thing that she really fuck with Vans heavy. She probably got like 30 pair of Vans, and she just started getting the Forces. So she got like 4 pair of Forces. But I'm not gonna go crazy with it because her feet grow so fucking much, like fast, bro. Like fast.
Girl feet grow fast?
What?
Yeah.
First of all, like I said, my daughter's taller than me.
Right.
She's taller than me. She and her mother wear the same size shoe right now. And I'm just like, yo, you better slow down, yo. I'm telling you, size 11 ain't gonna look good in no heel. You better slow it down.
WNBA.
She don't want to play no sports, Pat. If she was playing sports, it makes sense, but she don't want to play no sports.
That's why I'm glad I wasn't tall, because I would have been a waste of height. I take that back. I'm not glad I wasn't tall. But if I was tall, I probably wouldn't have been playing nothing anyway, so it don't matter.
Yeah, man. It is what it is.
All right, y'all. I gotta run to this warehouse before it closes. But thank you, guys. Thank you to our guest, Billy Sorrells. Tell him about the podcast, man. You put a little ad in.
Did You Miss Me podcast? Did You Miss Me podcast? Available wherever podcasts are found, man. Storytelling. It's the diary of 3 black men. Give me the diary of our lives, wins, losses, success. All storytelling. It's like The Simpsons, folks. You can dive in at any episode, and it's evergreen. You can just listen, put it on, his stories. My co-host is D-Lay. D-Lay's funny. He's divorced. He used to be a blackjack dealer out in Vegas. He had a gambling problem. Motherfucker blew $225,000. He bet it all, lost it all on a crap table. He gambled away his 401k. My boy Damn Fool from Chicago, Vice Lord. Bro,
I didn't know he Vice Lord.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, Vice. Yeah, man. Done every comedy television show that came out in the 90s. Dog, super talented. Been on tour with Fantasia, Anthony Hamilton, dog. Like, niggas a fucking beast. So 3 of us, we tell stories about our lives, dog. Like relationship stories, drug stories, you name it. We've been through it. And then, me. I'm married, father of 4, got 2 baby mamas, 4 daughters, no sons. My daddy dead. It's all type of shit in there.
That nigga got some demons in his past. He got 4 daughters. He got some demons.
You can say I got some demons.
Girl.
Yeah. Oh, that's how you want to do these young ladies? Okay, how about this? 4 daughters, nigga.
I think my sons, I Planned Parenthood them niggas away. I got them niggas up out of here. I had a dream one night, nigga, that I woke. This is how you know you ain't shit as a person. This is my nightmare I had. I had a dream that there was a knock at the door. I go to the door, open it up, and it's all the kids are aborted. And they were like, why you ain't want us? And I was like, nigga, I woke up. I was in tears. Like, fuck zombies, nigga. Who are them kids I killed, nigga? I got to do something. That's how I got so many, nigga. I'm not having no more abortions, nigga.
All right, so it's that kind of podcast, bet. That's how I'm gonna pull up. That's how I'm gonna pull up then. Woo.
Oh, shit.
That's what's up. All right. Well, yeah, we're gonna be jumping on as guests later this week. So make sure you guys check out.
Goddamn right you are. They're coming on in that thing.
Yes, sir. Again, thank you guys for watching. I've been your co-host, Patrick Cloud.
And I'm Tahir Moore. We'll see you next time on Damn Internet You Scary.
Later, guys.
Peace.